Severe weather is not your light wind or mild rain. It's Mother Nature's punisher. To this day, mankind still not control its fury. It sends communities fleeing, plummets barometers, and causes general fear. Its path often depends on the fickle winds that drive it. Three major forms of severe weather exist. These three include thunderstorms, tornadoes, and hurricanes. First, let's take a look at thunderstorms. About 2,000 thunderstorms are taking place on the earth at any given moment. A thunderstorm can be a very strong storm with a lot of rain, thunder, and lightning. A thunderstorm begins to form when warm, humid air is pushed high into the atmosphere. As this air is pushed upward, it begins to cool and a cloud forms. Soon, the cloud becomes heavy and the weight of the condensed vapor becomes too much for the air to support. The water falls to the ground, pulling the cool air with it. Electric charges build up in this cloud. The charges increase until they are so strong that the electricity travels through the air as lightning. It may travel between the parts of the cloud or between the cloud and the Earth's surface. The air along the path of a lightning bolt is heated to temperatures that can exceed 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This, believe it or not, is hotter than the surface of the sun. This intense heat makes the air expand so fast that the shock waves make the sound of thunder. This is caused when the molecules in the air are sent bouncing off each other from the shock wave. Most thunderstorms are over within an hour. The precipitation and cool air moving downward through the thunderstorm stop more of the warm air from moving up into the cloud. There are instances, however, where when this cool air rushing downward towards the Earth's surface actually causes more warm air to push upward. Now this causes another thunderstorm, and this can continue upwards to hours and cause severe flooding. Certain thunderstorms become so intense and powerful that they turn into one of the most extreme storms Mother Nature has to offer. Tornadoes. That leads into the next severe storm. My favorite, tornadoes. When the warning signs blare for this storm of mass destruction, it sends people fleeing for shelter. Far from the ocean, an area of the Great Plains from parts of Texas through the Dakotas and all the way out to the eastern seaboard, hundreds of the Earth's most violent storms form each year in the area known as Tornado Alley. A tornado is an intense windstorm that often forms within a severe thunderstorm, usually occurring when warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico meets cool, dry air from Canada. The winds of a tornado spin in a column of air that extends from the bottom of a thundercloud. The swirling updrafts, which is wind basically pushing upwards, can reach speeds of about 300 miles per hour. When a tornado does touch ground, its winds can destroy almost anything in their path. In the end, a tornado can leave a wide path of chaos, leave communities flattened, and alter lives in just a few minutes. Every year during storm season or tornado season, there are individuals that try to actually intercept these storms per se, in the hopes of gaining further information about them. These brave men and women are known as storm chasers. Finally, let's examine the largest of nature's fury, hurricanes. Hurricanes are large spiraling storm systems that can be as much as 300 miles across. They can travel for up to 1,000 miles and last for more than a week. Their winds can reach speeds of over or up to 200 miles per hour. A hurricane starts as a low pressure area over an ocean. This is called a tropical depression because the air pressure is low, or depressed as scientists say. Winds blow into the low pressure area and the rotation of the earth causes them to spiral around the low. If the winds reach a constant speed of about 39 miles per hour, the tropical depression is now turned into a tropical storm. About half of the tropical storms that form each year develop winds that will be greater than 74 miles per hour. When the winds reach this speed, you have a hurricane. When hurricanes reach land, extremely strong rains can cause flooding, and violent winds can destroy buildings. Waves up to 40 feet high, that's the size of a 4-story building, hit the shoreline, and a storm surge of about 10 feet high, and in cases like Katrina, up to about 20 feet high, is pushed ahead of the storm, causing anything around sea level tremendous damage. In the end, these storms not only cause serious damage to the beaches and barrier islands close to the shore, but also tremendous wind damage and flooding to areas further inland. Similar to tornadoes, brave men and women from the U.S. Air Force fly into these monsters to gather information and further gain knowledge on hurricanes. To conclude, lightning, thunder, high winds, hail, and even occasional tornadoes can accompany thunderstorms. Hurricanes are large spiraling storms with high winds, heavy rain, storm surge, and high surf. Tornadoes are violently rotating columns of air that can form in a severe thunderstorm. The winds of a tornado can be particularly destructive. I hope this short video gave you a quick insight to the 3 forms of severe weather: thunderstorms, tornadoes, and hurricanes.